Hey, what's going on, everyone? Thank you for clicking on the video today. My name is Steven Sanchez. I'm a licensed realtor here in the Las Vegas Valley. I'm with the Graham Group at Simply Vegas, and today we're touring this beautiful property here right behind me, and we're in Henderson. So we're gonna be on the east side of Henderson, and this area is called Black Mountain. So this is kind of like the subdivision, you would say. Now, we don't have an HOA on this property, and I can't wait for you guys to see this because we have a detached casita with its own garage, RV parking, a pool, and over 3,000 square feet. This one's really beautiful. It's fully renovated. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and flip around the camera and just give you an idea of the area, the neighborhood, and also kind of go from there. All right. Hope you guys are having a beautiful day whenever you guys are watching this video. Being a realtor, I help people buy and sell real estate here in the Las Vegas Valley. So if you like to purchase something like this, or looking for something else, I'd be happy to help and assist during that process. All right, so this one here, we're gonna have 6 bedrooms and 4.5 baths all inside, and this is the detached casita right over here. You got this beautiful hanger kind of covering here where you could park your RV or a boat right in here. So no HOA on this one. These homes were built around the 70s. This one specifically in 1974. So you're gonna notice a lot of custom homes. Not all these homes are built the same, which is something I love because you're gonna have something unique here. You're not gonna have, a cookie cutter home. And just take a look at this. I love what they did here in the front yard with this beautiful landscaping and this U-shape, parking. So with this property, you could potentially get some rental income with that backyard. I'm sorry, with the casita in the back. So you have 2 entrances to the driveway. You don't have a garage on this one, but I wouldn't mind no garage. You do have a covered front area here. Maybe you could close that off in the future, but I really don't think, that's necessary because you have the shade here. You really won't get any sun. So in this property here, you're gonna have roof tiles. Concrete roof tiles, which is something I love. Just lasts a little bit longer than traditional shingle tiles, roof tiles. This property has a lot of charm on this one, especially on the exterior. So you could easily fit, probably, I would say like 7 to 8 cars here. If you don't use that, you could probably fit a bit more. And then right in here, you could park a car in the garage back here, and then also right in here. So technically you do have a garage, but it's for the casita, which is attached to the casita, which is really nice. Let's take a look here. Gorgeous property. I do want to say thank you to Ron Neer with Desert Horizon Realty for allowing me to film his listing. Gorgeous property. So as soon as you walk in, you got that beautiful open feel. It's you got a lot of space here. So you can have your living room right over here where you could hang up a TV right up there. We're gonna get 9-foot ceilings here. Let's check out this kitchen. Fully renovated with the beautiful quartz countertops with that waterfall finish. Check that out. So this appliance here is gonna be Cosmo. On this one, you're not gonna get a fridge, but the fridge would go right on here once you purchase one. So let me give you the lay of the land here. On the left, we're gonna have the primary bedroom and 1 additional bedroom, and then we're gonna have the remainder bedrooms right over here. I believe actually 2 bedrooms on this side as well. So you got the white shaker cabinets here. Soft close, of course. I love how they hid the range. Usually you'll have the hood range just kind of hanging out there. They actually enclosed it on here, which looks really nice. And look at this backsplash. Beautiful tile, ceramic tile backsplash. And it has this texture. I'm not sure if you can catch it on camera, but it has a really nice texture here. Single basin stainless steel sink right over here, gold fixtures, and white, while overlooking your beautiful pool, beautiful backyard. Right over here, you're gonna have where you could have your dining room set up right here. And technically you have it over there as well. It's kind of random where it's kind of, you have like this enclosed spot here, but I would use this mainly for like a office. It's nice and hidden, so you don't have to worry about people looking into there. You know, you're gonna mainly have them hanging out right over here. So let's start on the left side of the property. I love that it's a single story, and we're on 1/4 of an acre here. All right, so here's the first bedroom here. Pretty spacious. You could fit a queen size bed in here, a nightstand on each side, and then definitely a lot of furniture. You could fit a dresser up here, and then also a walk-in closet for this one. So on the floor, they did do LVP flooring throughout this house, so you don't have any carpet here. And this would be where your washer and dryer would go. So you don't have a gas hookup, so this would be an electric dryer, which for some reason I'm so you know, kind of surprised, because you have a gas stove, gas range, and then you don't have gas here. Second bedroom right over here. Looks like we have attic access right in here as well. Looks like a brand new window here as well. Standard closet on this one. Now we're gonna be off of Horizon Drive and Pacific Drive. Now this is gonna be the older part of Henderson. So we're about maybe 10 minutes away from downtown Henderson, where you're gonna have a bunch of dining options. There's a place called Johnny Mac's there. It's very famous here in Henderson. A lot of people love that place. It's like a sports bar, but they have very good food. You know, bar food, of course. This is gonna be the primary bedroom. Now, one thing I am noting on this one, it is narrow. It's not your traditional, you know, bedroom where you have kind of like a square. This one here is more of a rectangle, really long. So my guess would be your bed would go somewhere here. And this would be kind of an area where you could maybe set up like a mini living room in your room. So you could put a TV, maybe some chairs, couches here, while you get ready for the day. Also, brand new windows on this one, this room. Gorgeous walk-in closet. Now the ceilings do drop down to about, I would say 6 foot here in this closet. And this is where you're gonna have your tankless water heater. It's kind of random in the primary bedroom, but hey, you got a tankless water heater. So this is pretty good. So you have endless hot water versus like a tank. You end up running out of water. And I do apologize, I didn't even turn on the lights here. It's always when you're, you know, setting everything up, there's a lot of switches to kind of switch on. So we got beautiful 4 can lights here. So yeah, your bed would go here, and this kind of would be like a waiting room. And I just love what they did with this bathroom. Gorgeous finished bathroom. This is very luxurious here. You got the soak-in tub right over here with a soap niche. Look at the chandelier they used up here. Gorgeous. And what I'm noticing is a lot of people are going into that brushed gold fixtures, which I think is really nice. I think it brings in that good feel, older feel, but very luxurious. Because versus the black, you know, I love the black, but for some reason this gold has been really nice. A different feel. Now we got a rainfall shower head. You got your handheld right over here, and this is where you're gonna turn it on. Take a look at this tile. Beautiful ceramic tile all the way around up to the ceiling here. And also they added lights here. That's always good because, you know, you always want a light over your shower because, you know, it gets dark in there, especially if you don't really have a lot of natural light flowing into that room. And you also have a slider going out to the exterior of the home. Now the high school in this area is going to be a Foothill High School. I'm sorry, it should be, here I have it, yeah, Foothill High School. You also have basic up the street as well. Secondary bath, they did a wonderful job on this one. And also, one thing again, they dropped down the ceilings here to about 6 foot ceilings here. So that's one thing to note, especially when buying a property. You know, you want to feel comfortable in it. You don't want to be crouching down, especially if you're a tall person. So this is 3, 4, 5. This is the 4th bedroom. Again, it's a bit narrow, kind of long in a sense, not narrow per se. I would say your bed would go somewhere here, maybe on that side. Bed on that side. And you'll have a nice setup here. Plenty of space for furniture on this one. So what they did upgrade is the 6 canvas lights here with a nice ceiling fan. Walk-in closet on this one. Looks like you have an additional tankless water heater for this side of the property. Okay, so that's why they have the tankless on that side. And we have also a sub panel. So if anything were to happen on this side, you could actually help it. I think this is the side where it's connected to the Casita. Check this tile out. Wow, it's gorgeous. Let me know what you guys think. Would this be something that you guys would live in? Would this be something you'd purchase? Or is this something you don't really like? Now, you will have a lot of maintenance you would have to do up front and also in the backyard, especially with the pool. They upgraded the white shakers here in the cabinets. You got a skylight. I just filmed another property that had a skylight in the bathroom, which I think is a really nice touch. So this is on a different level from the primary living space. Can't wait to go outside. It's a beautiful day out here in Las Vegas. It's the 5th bedroom. Your bed would go somewhere on this side. And then I just love it because you have that slider on this one. So you're hanging out, you can get a still, nice view of the exterior of the home. And you're gonna find a lot of wildlife on this side of town, especially with bunnies. I have, as soon as I walked up, there was a couple of bunnies that just ran off because they heard me walking up. And I love that they upgraded every bathroom in here because realistically, a lot of people wouldn't, upgrade this. They would probably put a fiberglass enclosure, but they actually put the tile, and it's very low maintenance. So you don't have to worry, versus like the smaller tiles, they get all nasty and stuff. You have less grout lines to worry about. So that's one thing I love. Water closet right over here. And this is gonna be the entrance or the exit to the backyard. So if you have, family in the pool and they wanna, get in the shower before they, get out of the pool and just kind of relax for the evening, they could have access to here so they don't get the whole house all wet and, messy. It's a little bit longer of a video, it's 14 minutes. Let me go ahead and speed it up. Brand new slider here. And check this out. This is my favorite part of this house, the backyard and that casita. So you could potentially rent that out as well, make some income while you're living here. So this pool is larger than what you would get in your traditional pools nowadays. You're grandfathered in, so you don't have to worry about, you know, pulling all the permits and getting a smaller pool. This is a very good sized pool, and it looks like it's deeper than your average pool as well. Covered patio. One thing again, you got the wood and stucco combo, which helps retract all that heat so you don't get it compared to an aluminum wood patio. So this would be technically where your dogs would go, and you have a side gate here, so you could drag in the trash cans right on this side. This would be technically the dog area if you have dogs, pet area. You still have a bunch of space as well. If you have little ones, you want to put a playground for them, you definitely have enough space here to put a playground. And as far as privacy goes, you are surrounded by single stories. One thing what I would do personally, in my opinion, not everyone is like me, but you might be okay with this. I would actually put an additional few blocks, or maybe add some privacy bushes here, so you have a little bit more privacy here in the backyard. So I didn't even notice looks like we're over a flight path, but you can't even notice it inside. It's very simple, not too loud. It's kind of like a white noise. You don't even notice it's there. Kind of relaxing, honestly. So right up here where the ACs are, so you have 3 units. You have one here, here, and then right over here, you do have composite shingles there, which is pretty normal for these older homes. They have them up there, and they don't put the concrete tiles because it's a little bit harder to install them. Yeah, this is gorgeous. Let me know what you guys think. Now, one thing I'm seeing here as well with this roof here, it's more of a flat roof. You have a very slight incline or decline, but it's not really a big one. So one thing you're gonna know is if it rains, sometimes it'll pool up there, and that might, cause, some rotting of the wood there. It's one thing to note. But it doesn't really rain too often here in Vegas, so you don't have to worry. You have your gas range grill here. Your pool equipment's right behind here. We'll go that way and we'll finish off with this Casita here. I could just already imagine just having the spread of food and have everyone in the pool. Hey, come grab food, and just, grab some food and go jump back into the pool with this gorgeous view here. Now, I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but taxes on this one, you're looking at around $3,163 for the year, which is really good considering the price of this property. Now, they might change over the time. And this is going to be your front yard. So technically, you could park an additional, 2 or 3, maybe 4 cars right in here. And then you have that garage and a nice shed for your tools right in here. Now, we do have a mini split in this room here, which will cool it down quite a bit. It's not too big of a space, so you have enough power with that mini split to cool down that room. Now, if you wanted to rent this out and you just wanted more privacy for yourself, what you could do is maybe close off this door and then close it off there, so they could actually just have access there. But most likely, you'd probably have family staying in here, so you won't have any issues. Check this out. They ran the quartz all the way in here, and you have your own kitchenette. Now, you don't have a stove in here, which is something I would recommend doing. Now, you do have to go with the codes and things like that, but you could do an electrical induction cooktop here, and they could actually cook in here, so they don't even have to leave this little area. This is a good amount of square footage on here. That has its own bathroom as well. And this is the bedroom here. Pretty tall ceilings on this one. You're looking at around, I would say 10-foot ceilings on this. And your mini split is right over here. That's the only thing conditioning this space, but I think that's more than enough to cool it down. You might want to add one in the room if you're like me and you like it really cold. But this is the garage here. So actually, now looking at it, you might not be able to fit a car in here. You might be able to fit some motorcycles, things like that, maybe a mini car, like one of those Fiats or something, but I don't think you'll be able to fit a car in here. Pretty small. And this is the entrance to the front door. Right in here. I'm gonna lock this one up. So I want you guys to guess the price on this one down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think this price is on this property. I'll let you guys know right now what the price is. One last look at this beautiful pool. Gorgeous view. Now this one's listed around $998,500. And to lock this one in, you're looking at an earnest money of around $10,000 to lock this one in and get under contract for this one. So this one could be yours. If you wanted more information on this property, please feel free to reach out to me. I love the chance to earn your business and guide you through the process. If this isn't the property for you, I love to, be able to find something that works for you and fits your needs. I know this isn't for everyone, but this is a gorgeous home. I just kind of wanted to film it and just kind of see what's going on here. Now with this side of town, you're gonna get an older feel, kind of small town feel here because it's an older part of Vegas. And right up the street, you're gonna have an Albertsons, and you also could head down to Cadence from here, and you have easy access to the 95 freeway, and you can hop onto the 215 from there. So you're gonna have easy access to everywhere from this location. So yeah, with that being said, I think that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please drop a comment, a like, maybe consider subscribing to my channel. I love to grow this channel and my business here in the Las Vegas Valley. And if you wanted more information, please shoot me a text or give me a call at 702-927-2206. Just text me anytime, give me a call anytime. Hope to hear from you soon, and we'll catch you in the next video. Take care, everyone.